Remember this video that aired on the BBC, then went viral, that made fun of British news?
It starts here with a lacklustre establishing shot of a significant location.
Next, a walkie-talkie preamble from the auteur, pacing steadily towards the lens. What comes next?
Often something like this, a filler shot designed to give your eyes something to look at while my voice babbles on about facts. Sometimes it'll slow down to a halt, turn monochrome, and some of those facts will appear one by one on the screen. This is followed by the obligatory shots of overweight people with their faces subtly framed out.
In the interest of mathematical balance, I'm going to bring out two people who agree with you, climate skeptic, and Bill Nye, I'm also going to bring out 96 other scientists. It's a little unwieldy, but this is the only way you can actually have a representative discussion. So, yeah, please file in. Again, this is going to make the debate difficult. We shouldn't really be having it in the first place.
John Oliver, once and for all, definitively demonstrating that if you are actually going to debate climate change, that is how you do it. The problem is almost no broadcast news organization, this one included, has the time or resources to actually do it in that way. Instead, they often do it the wrong way, setting up a false equivalent between the established science of climate change and climate change deniers. Well, not the BBC, which, next to the New York Times, one of the most respected news organizations in the English-speaking world, BBC staff told to stop inviting cranks onto science programs, in the phrasing of The Telegraph. A report by the BBC Trust, which is an independent oversight body, found that there was still an over-rigid application of editorial guidelines on impartiality, which sought to give the other side of the argument, even if that viewpoint was widely dismissed. Some 200 staff at the BBC have already attended seminars and workshops, and more will be invited to take courses in the coming months to help them stop giving undue attention to marginal opinion. Joining me now, Eric Boehlert, Senior Fellow at Media Matters. Are we going to see this in American media anytime soon?
That'd be nice. We don't have that same kind of oversight that the BBC does. Obviously, it has more government connections.
Right.
But all major news organizations are certainly free to do this, and they ought to. And they're not saying don't talk to these people. They're not saying, the BBC has to dictate the debate. They're saying if you're in the business of informing the public, don't have climate deniers on who purposely misinform. And as John Oliver pointed out, I mean, it's 97-3. If we're going to have a political debate, you can quote them in a political context. If you're going to have a scientific debate, you just leave them out of it, because that's not part of science. And I think the BBC is doing the right thing, and I think, it would create such a firestorm here, again, because it's all wrapped in partisan anger. If the New York Times had
put out a memo like
that. Yeah.
It's funny. I had
protest outside right now.
I had retroactively constructed a similar memo and had asked the segment producer working on that I was like, I'm sure the Times put out something like that, but it appears that they have never. I think they've just sort of changed their practice.
Yeah, and the public editor maybe has addressed it, but there's no need to be giving these people a national platform that they don't deserve it, because it's not science.
Eric Boehlert from Media Matters, thank you.
Sure.